Hey guys, this is Orion. What I've decided to do is do a series of videos that are a little bit different to what I have been doing. It's another side project, and that is to do a series of videos that may help some people when it comes to their computer, and just some tips and things like that, or show some software that I use and things that I use to help me with my computer. So what I'm going to be showing you in this video is a particular piece of software that I think is the best software I've ever seen, and it's totally free. There is a paid version of this software, but the paid version of the software has extra features, but I don't really think I need those extra features, because this particular software's got all the features that I need. And it's like this software's like none other that I've seen, and as I say, and it's got all the utilities that I need in the one software. The software that I'm talking about is, let me just find it here for you, Advanced System Care. Now, if you don't know anything about this particular software, I hope this video helps you, and if it helps you, please share with others, subscribe, leave a comment, because I love to see comments, and click like. Thanks. So I'm just going to wait till the software opens up. It's called Advanced System Software, and what it does, it helps you with the performance of your system, your computer or your machine. And when it does this is so you don't have to use all these different particular utilities to speed up your computer or fix your computer so that it runs faster. You just have to use this particular piece of software, which has all the utilities within it, and it's taking forever to load at the moment, so hopefully it'll load up in a minute. I really don't know why it's not. I've clicked this twice now. Hopefully it'll load in a minute. Here we go. But I'll probably bring two of them up now. No. This is the software here. Don't know why it didn't load the first time. Anyway, as you can see, the software here, it's as I say, it's the best, one of the best softwares that I've seen. Advanced System Care 8.1, and it's totally free, and it's got all the utilities you need all in the one. So it shows over here PC Health, and it's got it that it's good, my PC Health, and this is the tab that you really need to focus on the most. It's called Care. What it has down here, there's where you scan it there. What it has down here, I'm going to select all so you can have a look. It's got all different things that it does when you put it on scan to help your computer run faster and to help with the system to be more smoother. So what it's got here is spyware removal, and you can unclick any of these if you don't want them to scan any of these particular things, just like that, but I got them all running here just to show you. So spyware removal, it's pretty basic spyware removal. It doesn't remove Trojans and like keyloggers running in the background and things like that. What it does is removes spyware that might be on your computer. So it's always helpful not to just rely on this, but to have an actual antivirus software, good antivirus software running on your computer as well. I just thought I'd tell you that, but it does remove some spyware. I haven't got any spyware on my computer. Also, Internet Boost. It helps speed up the internet browsing, your browsing experience. And it's got security defense. It checks for vulnerabilities in the security. It's got registry fix. What that particularly does is often when you uninstall a program, it leaves behind registry paths or keys or whatever you like to call it in the registry. Even though when you uninstall software, it says with the uninstaller, it says that software is completely uninstalled. Always it'll leave behind files, and it'll leave behind traces in the registry, paths in the registry that will go nowhere, that are remaining there from the old software that you've uninstalled. And a lot of people don't realise this, and they think once they've uninstalled a piece of software or something, that's it, it's all uninstalled out of their system, and that's not completely right, as things are left behind on your computer. And after time, if you've uninstalled a lot of programs, and after time it all builds up on your computer, and it can contribute to your computer running slow, or things opening slow, or the total all-out performance of your computer. It can make it really laggy. And the same goes for like Privacy Suite. When you do a scan and it shows that there's a lot of things in the Privacy Suite, don't panic. It's not to do with spyware or anything like that. It is a bit different to that, although you could put it in that basket, but it's a little bit different. It's not like a spyware or a malware or something, that a software that's actually been downloaded on your computer deliberately to spy or hack your computer. This is comes the Privacy Suite. When it shows up lots of things in the Privacy Suite, it's pretty much basically cookies and things like that, or log files. And often when you go to a website, they'll put a log file on your computer, or they'll put what's called a cookie, which is it's a small piece of software that goes onto your computer so they can keep track of your browsing habits and what websites you go to for marketing reasons and statistics and things like that. And every website has these. And every time you go to a website, what some people don't realise, that they leave this little piece of software on your computer, and after browsing for 2 or 3 weeks they start to build up, and this also can contribute to slowing down your computer. They're not really needed. It's just the company that runs that website, or another company that's affiliated with that website, can leave these particular little pieces of software on your computer that are called cookies, or a log file. And if you've had an error or a crash with your computer, and this is another thing, once things like this build up on your computer and stay on your computer after a long period of time, it can cause your computer to crash and completely affect the performance of the computer. So when your computer does crash, that also leaves a log file on your computer in regards to that crash, and they can build up as well. So these are things that are not really needed. However, some websites like Facebook and Google and YouTube, there's no way around it. They have to leave cookies. If you set in your settings in your computer where it says do not accept any cookies, then you may not be able to get into Facebook, you may not be able to get into YouTube or anything like that, because they depend on the cookies on your computer before you can open up their website. And unfortunately, the ones that do that, they're the ones that tend to track your browsing habits the most. So there's no way around that. If you don't accept their cookies, you can't get into their websites. But every website you go to, as I say, leaves cookies on your computer, and they can be deleted, and they should be deleted every 2 weeks or something, or whenever after you've finished your time on the computer, because it eventually builds up. So registry fix, or registry paths that are left behind from uninstalling a software, and the Privacy Sweep, cookies from websites and log files from websites that you visited, and also junk files. They all build up on your computer and can slow your computer performance down, and need to be deleted regularly. These 3 need to be deleted regularly. And then we've got shortcut fix. Any shortcuts that are broken, like, as I say, uninstall programs. You could have a shortcut left on your computer, or a shortcut icon left on your desktop. remaining from the particular software that you no longer have, and that can be through you deleting the software yourself, or it can be from an update. And this is one thing I forgot to share, that if your computer needs to update to the latest software because the software that it's got is out of date, then it will update to the new software, but it will still leave behind traces of the old software files in your system. And that's why they also need to be deleted, which will come under junk files and registry fix. So that also can leave things on your computer. That's a disk scan, scans your hard drive to make sure it's working properly, and also the recovery files. And this is registry defragmentation, which is on your computer, but they've also got it here, so you don't have to go into your computer settings to use it. You can do it here, which helps to speed up your computer. Vulnerability fix, which is important when it comes to security and stuff. System optimizations, just another thing that helps. It can actually compress files that aren't used that often, so it frees up more memory. It frees up more space on your computer, basically, so you can use it, so you can use that for something else. And also disk optimization, which is similar, the same sort of thing. It frees up space on your computer. So that's what all these things do. Now I'm just going to click them all off now for a minute, because I'm just going to give you an example and run one, which would be, say, privacy sweep, and then I'll scan it. And it's scanning. As you can see down the bottom here, it says automatic repair. So basically when it finishes scanning, it'll just automatically repair it, but I don't set that because I like to see over here, which I'll show you when it finishes. See, and it brings up here, please exit Chrome, otherwise the sweeping process will be skipped. Yes, because I didn't realize Chrome was running on the computer at the same time. Sometimes even when you actually exit Chrome, it's still running in the background, and that's what it picked up just then. So here, privacy issues, 23 privacy issues, but my computer's running good. This is just some things that were left behind on the computer. See, Chrome, Catchy, that will be cookies, and some other things, document, media player, documents, antivirus software, leaves some things behind all the time. This antivirus software that I got, because it's always monitoring your computer, but you don't really need that anymore because your browsing session has finished. So all these things can be deleted, and also you can make the computer shut down or reload after you've done the repair. So you see, privacy issues, 23 things that you don't need on your computer have now been deleted. So that's that one. Then you go to the next one, which is Protect, I should say. In Protect, it's pretty much to do with security and things like that. So I've got home page protection on. I've got surfing protection on. I've got plugin toolbar cleaner on. I've got system reinforce on. There's a few things I've got off, and that is browser anti-tracking, because if you put this on, it can make it so you can only get it on Pro anyway. So it's pretty much comes with the paid version. So I don't know much about that because I haven't got the paid version, but I do know that if there's settings, if you set it so it stops all browser tracking, you won't be able to go onto certain websites like Facebook, because as I say, it stops their cookies, and if you stop their cookies, you can't use their website. And so you can set it so it just stops some and doesn't stop others. You'll also get the website pop-up icon saying in order to, you have to realize that, I've seen it before, it says you have to realize that our website uses cookies, and then you've got to click yes. Real-time protector, I haven't got that. That's also on Pro, which is the paid version. You've got to keep in mind with all these settings that you've got on, like toolbar cleaner, surfing protection, that it could clash with other antivirus software that you've got on your computer, and you don't want to have too many antivirus softwares running on your computer because they all can clash with each other, and that can contribute to slowing down your browsing experience and your computer altogether and cause crashes as well. The next one is Toolbox. Toolbox shows you all these different individual utilities that you can actually install onto your computer. Some of them are pro, so they're for the paid version, but a lot of them are not. I've got this one, Driver Booster, and with Driver Booster, what it actually does is it checks all your drivers to make sure they're completely up to date. And I found this very helpful, this Driver Booster, because when I installed Windows 10 on the computer, some of the drivers weren't up to date with Windows 10. So I went through all my drivers manually on the computer and checked to see if they're all up to date. I found one that wasn't up to date. So then I installed this Driver Booster and I ran it, and it picked up that there was 2 more drivers that weren't up to date that Windows didn't pick up. So I found this very helpful. So don't just rely on Windows to make sure all your drivers are up to date, because I found some that weren't, that I picked up with Driver Booster. So I found Driver Booster was very helpful. The next thing is Turbo Boost. Turbo Boost also helps optimize and accelerate your PC so that you have better performance. So you just click on that, and it's going to restoring, and then you click on that again to boost. And there you go, that boosts the performance of your computer. And then there's this one here, which shows you some of the things you can have on your computer, like for security and performance, like spyware protection. Says you can get it now. As I say, the only one that I've got is this Driver Booster, which updates all your drivers, and you can scan now from here, or you can scan from off your desktop. It'll have a shortcut you can put on your desktop as well. So it's up to you whether you want to put a shortcut on your desktop or open this up and scan. And then it's got other ones you can have on the computer. Down the bottom here, it shows some of the software to make sure they're up to date, like for example Google Chrome, Internet, Java Runtime Environment 8 and Firefox, and it shows to me that they're all up to date there. If they're not up to date, you just click on that and it'll update it for you, update the software just like that. So also it's got like up here for Facebook if you want to click like for it. It's got here quick settings. In the quick settings, it shows you, as I say, the security settings and performance settings. Performance monitor I've got on. These ones are all for the paid version, and even that one. So the only one I can actually operate here on performance is the performance monitor, which is very important to make sure your computer is running properly in performance. Over here in security, I've got surfing protection, home page protection, and it just shows you all these features and settings to help you have a better experience on your PC. The next one is skins. I don't know if you noticed that with this software you can see that I've got a face, a head running here in the back, that's here in the background, artificial intelligence. This is just a wallpaper that I put onto this software, which you can do. So you click in here, skins, and it shows you all these skins. You can put it in different colors, and you can change the picture for the background to one that they've got. They've got ones that you can put in, and also you can put in ones of your own, which will take you to your files on your computer that you've downloaded, different wallpapers or whatever, and you can put it onto here, as I have done, as I have done here, and you can make it transparent so you can see through it, or you can make it so you can't see through it. So I thought that's pretty cool. Another thing here, it's got what's new, technical support, rescue center, check for updates, user manual, help and translate, download freeware from their website, and about this particular software. So that's all for this one. It's called Advanced System Software 8.1, and it's a free version. And I have never seen software that comes with so much for free. Rather than in the past, I've always had to download different utilities to help with performance of the computer, whereas this particular software has all the utilities built into one, which is fantastic, I reckon, for a free software. And another thing I just wanted to say, guys, to you, which is important, make sure when you're downloading a free software that you download from a reputable downloading website, or from the actual software company itself when it comes to freeware. And that is very important, because if you don't do that, you're likely to probably get spyware, malware, worse still, Trojans or viruses on your computer, which are very hard to get rid of. So when I first loaded this particular program, and I found a lot of things that, when I did a scan, I found a lot of things that were not right on the computer, and then I cleared it all and the computer was running a lot better. So when you do a first scan, make sure all these boxes are ticked to start off with, okay? And you'll see it'll probably take a long time, depending on how much is on your computer that needs to be taken off. So when you first do it, be prepared to have it scanned for at least half an hour, and this will tidy up everything, a lot of things on your computer, not everything, but a lot of things on your computer, to make you have a better computer browsing experience without frustration free. And you'll notice the difference. You'll notice how faster your computer will be running. It'll run much better. So it's called Advanced System Care 8.1 free, and I'll also put the link